So it's March 24th, it's the new moon. So I thought we would practice our moon salutations, which we don't do very often, but moon salutations are usually done to tap into the lunar energy, which is a cooling, soothing effect. They're done at a slower pace, as opposed to sun salutations, which are done with a more of a vigorous pace, and they're used to build heat and they're meant to energize you. Right? So start just seated, comfortable seat. The spine is long. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, close your eyes. Put one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Just take a breath in with your mouth open, exhale it out. Keep your lips closed. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Feel the belly expand, the ribs expand. Keeping mouth closed, exhale through the nose. The belly goes in and up, the ribs go down, the chest goes down. Deep inhale, full exhale. Inhale, belly and ribs expand. Exhale, belly goes in and up, ribs go down, chest goes down. Deep inhale, full exhale. Open your eyes, have your fingertips either side of your hips. Keep your spine long. Take the right hand all the way up, right next to your ear. Let the left elbow soften, the fingertips can come, the hand can come all the way down. Reach the right arm up and over. Keep the right hip down so you feel an opening in the right side of your body. Inhale, reach the fingertips up and over. Exhale, come back to the middle. Other side, so right hand comes down, right elbow softens, left fingertips reach up and over. Left hip stays down. The opening is on the left side of your body. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Take your right hand, place it on the right knee, left hand behind you, lift up in your spine. Inhale. As you exhale, the chest opens over to the left. Inhale, the arms come back up. Exhale to the center, left hand to right knee. Right hand goes behind. Inhale, the spine long. Exhale to open. Inhale back to the center. Palms can touch and just do a little back bend. The chest opens up toward the ceiling. As you exhale, pull the belly in. You can round your spine. Elbows can come down to the floor. Let your fingers be soft. Let your head be soft. Walk your fingertips to upright. And let's start in downward facing dog. So for downward facing dog, your hands are at least shoulder width apart. Fingers are spread. Maybe a little bit more weight into the thumb and first finger so you're really connected. Let the inner elbows turn a little bit more forward so you're opening in the shoulder, more external rotation. Your feet are hips width apart. Heels are lifted, knees are soft. The hips are lifted, the belly is in, the head is in line with the spine. So long spine. A lengthened spine is a spine with all its curves. Right? So you don't want to flatten your back. Take a deep inhale, press into the thumb and first finger as your hips go up. Exhale, belly in, ribs down. Inhale, exhale. On the next inhale, lift your heels up and forward. Come forward into your plank pose. Take a deep inhale breath. Exhale, firm your glutes in, hold yourself up. Then knees, both knees lower down, modified chaturanga, elbows bend. Exhale, untuck your toes, come all the way down. Keep your hands where they are, press down into your hands, the fingers pull back as your chest lifts up. Firm the belly in so you protect your back. Exhale. Inhale one more time to cobra. Exhale. Keep your hands where they are and just press yourself all the way back into a child's pose. Stay. And then back up onto all fours. Tuck your toes in, press into the hands, lift your knees, lift your hips. Keep the knees soft. Walk your feet in toward the middle of the mat, and then hang on to opposite elbows. Let your knees be soft and forward fold. Let the head go. Hips are moving forward, but the feet are firmly planted, pressing down into the mat. Switch the hands, so you're holding on to the other way round, the awkward way. Same thing, let your spine lengthen, let your hips come forward. And then holding on to your elbows, press firmly into the mat. So the more you press down, the more connected you feel. Roll yourself up, the arms lift up. So either side of your ears. And then you lift your fingertips, the gaze goes up, hands together, standing in your mountain pose, Tadasana. So staying in the middle of your mat, we're just going to do 2 rounds of sun salutation, half sun salutations, and then we'll begin the moon. Okay, so the half sun sals. Feet are together, toes touching, heels slightly apart. Inhale, the arms lift open. The arms lift up and the gaze lifts up. Exhale, right down through the center, forward fold. Inhale, hands to your shins, lift your belly, lift your shoulders so they're in line with the hips. Firm the belly in, the chest goes forward. Exhale. Inhale, press into your feet, arms go out, and then reach all the way up and together. Take your gaze up. Exhale, pull the prayer into your heart center. Inhale. Full exhale, right down the middle. Inhale to half lift, belly in, shoulder blades back. Exhale to forward fold, hips stay forward. Inhale, press into your feet, reach up. Exhale, pull the prayer down. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Full inhale, exhale. And turning to the center of your mat, so you're sideways to your mat. Again, toes are together, heels slightly apart. So we'll go through the full round of a moon salutation, and then we'll do one more round with less cueing. All right, so to start, hands to your heart center. Feel yourself in the middle. So your hips are over your ankles, shoulders over your hips. Belly is in, ribs are down, shoulders are soft. Soften your jaw, soften your eyes. On the inhale, lift your prayer up. On the exhale, side bend over to the left. Inhale to the center, and then over to the right. Inhale back to the center, hands to your hips. Take a big step out to the side, out wide with your right leg, so wide straddle. Inhale, so you're going to take your heels in, the toes stay out, come into your goddess pose. So as you bend your knees, make sure the knees track right over your toes. Doesn't matter how low you go. You want to make sure your knees stay safe. Feet are firmly down. Cactus your arms. You can take Yana Mudra, the thumb and the first finger. Press them together. Maybe you sit a little bit lower. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Press into your feet. Come back up into your straddle. The left heel turns out. The right toes turn forward. Arms come out again. Get back into the middle of the pose. Press firmly through the back heel and the back foot. On the exhale, you're going to reach forward into Trikonasana triangle pose. So your hands, your fingertips are somewhere on your shin. You can press back and up to really activate your core here. Let the front knee soften. Firm press in the back heel. Take a deep inhale, the fingertips reach up. From the center of the chest, revolve yourself open. Take a deep inhale breath. Exhale, lengthening both sides. Okay, next inhale, both hands come down, either side of the front foot. The back foot can come in slightly. Your feet are wider, at least hips width apart. Coming into our Parsvottanasana, which is pyramid pose. So the back foot, again, it's firmly grounded. It's your anchor. The front knee is soft. Your spine is long. Try not to round your back here. Keep it long with all the curves in the back, head in line with the spine. Maybe you come up onto your fingertips. Inhale with a long spine. You exhale. If you need a little more space in that right hip, take your thumb tip into the hip crease and just pull back a little. Take a deep inhale, exhaling, and come up onto the back heel, and then the back knee comes slowly down. So low lunge here, press or pull the fingertips back as your chest comes forward. And as you exhale, the right hand comes to the inside of the right foot, back knee lifts up, and you turn and open the toes up toward the ceiling. External rotation of the left hip as you keep a firm opening in the right hip, right? Firming it back with the back of your arm. Take a deep inhale and then straight up for a little opening here. Skandasana. Walk both hands down to the middle, and then walk your feet in, your heel toe in, coming to Malasana squat. Again, the knees should track over your toes. You're in you're less wide with your feet right now in Malasana. Right? Some of you, if you have good mobility in your ankles, knees, and hips, can come all the way down, keeping your heels down. Right? If that doesn't feel good for you, just stay up. But imagine pressing out with the outer knees. Keep your spine long. Inhale. Exhale. Now the left hand comes down, and we're going to come into Skandasana on the left side. Right? So left hand to the inside. We're pressing out with the arm, keeping the hip open. External rotation in the left leg. Okay, revolve yourself open. Pull the belly in. Exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale. Then we're doing the reverse on this side. So both hands come down. The left toes face the back of your mat. Back knee comes down. Low lunge. Pull your fingers back. The chest comes forward. Exhale. The hands come down. The back knee lifts up into Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Take your feet out wider if you need to. Firm press with the back. Soft in the front knee. Long with your spine. And then just come down to wherever it feels enough for you. Inhale. Exhale. Let your elbows soften. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the right toes where they are. Maybe you need to step a little more further to the middle of the mat, to the center of the mat, and turn your toes forward with the back foot. Straighten your front leg, the left leg, and come up into triangle on this side. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Firmly pressing into the back foot, soft in the front knee. Revolving open, and then lengthening both sides. Deep inhale. Exhale. Press down firmly into both feet. Use your core to come all the way up. Wide straddle. And toes in. Heels in, toes out. Into your goddess. Hold. Press all the way up. Hands come to your heart center. And you stand in the middle of your mat again. Take your prayer all the way up. That was one round. Now we do on the other side. So inhale, reach up, belly in. Exhale to the right, right side bend. Inhale back to the middle. Exhale over to the left side. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your hips. So this time we start with the left leg stepping out into a wide straddle. Heels in, toes out, knees bend, cactus your arms. Maybe sit a little bit lower. Inhale, full exhale. Press all the way up, coming into triangle, so the back heel turns out, the front toes, the left toes this time, turn forward. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Exhale, both hands down into Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Turn the back heel up, the back knee goes down, low lunge. Pull the chest forward, the fingers can pull back. And exhale, lift the back knee. Turn the left toes a little more forward, left hand to the inside, Skandasana. Right toes lift up, revolving yourself open. You can come up onto your fingertips or just the elbow. Both hands down, Malasana squat. Okay. Don't worry about how deep you go. Keep the spine long, the chest lifted. Exhale, both hands down. Going to Skandasana on the other side. Left toes lift. Left arm lifts. Maybe it's just the elbow that's on the thigh. But keep this shoulder back if your elbow is on the thigh. Low lunge to the front of the mat. Back knee comes down, chest is forward. Press your hands down, pyramid pose, back foot comes down. Into triangle pose. Press into both hands, wide straddle. Into goddess, heels in. Press all the way up to stand into your wide straddle, hands together, toes turn in, back to the middle. So you can repeat this sequence 3 or 4 times, right? Until you feel that you're in rhythm with your breath, you feel really grounded. It's a very meditative practice. It's a moving meditation, right? And then when you're done, just a real slow, gentle weight to end, just coming down onto your belly. Right? Couple of cobras, so pressing into the hands, just lifting the chest, belly in. Exhale. One more press into the hands, shoulders stay right in the center of the joint. Exhale. Bend your knees back behind you. If you can, grab a hold of the outer ankles. You can do both at the same time, or just hold on to one side at a time. Press foot into hand, hand into foot, and let the thighs lift. Keep your forehead down. You can extend the opposite arm if you're just doing one arm at a time. Press into your downward facing dog knees. Press into your child's pose. Knees are wide. And then come to lie on your back. Feet at hips distance. Coming up into bridge. So press into your feet. Let the knees go forward. The shins go forward. You firm up in your glutes. Holding here for a few breaths. You can, I actually like to hold on to the opposite side of my mat and then just pull apart. Slowly lower the hips down. Extend the left leg, hug the right knee in. Take the knee in toward your armpit, a little bit out to the side. And then take the outside of the right knee into a supine twist all the way up and over. Let your right elbow soften.
Maybe gaze over to the right or gaze straight up. Come back to the middle, right leg extends, left knee in towards your chest and then left knee towards your armpit. Take the outside of the left knee, take it up and over, supine twist. Maybe cactus your left arm, maybe more comfortable. Take your gaze to wherever it feels better for your neck. Roll back onto your back, both knees come in, maybe roll around a little on your low back. And then knees are wide, feet are wide, knees are in, so knees touching. Maybe one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, just feel your breath. So now let go of Ujjayi breath, any control of the breathing. Just let the breath come in and let it leave your body. Slowly begin to take your arms up and over. Maybe your legs extend, full body stretch. Hug the knees in again, roll over to one side. Sit yourself up. And before you start moving again, just centering, hands to your heart center, thumbs to the center of your chest. Take a breath in, exhale it out.